Hello, Interior Sports fans. Joe Cook here in the Sports Seat for you this evening, and it's time for some Thursday sports. They say lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place. Well, it does in sports. The Gold Panthers were in a dogfight last night, but the Mat-Su Miners got a little revenge with a 6-4 win in a game that went 12 innings. With 2 outs in the last inning, Christian Stewart of the Miners hit a 2-run homer to win the game. Now today, the Gold Panthers had another extra inning game, this time against the Glacier Pilots, who won their first 2 games of the tournament. This game was tied at 4-all at the end of 8, just like the Mat-Su game. And just like that Mat-Su game, lightning shocks the Panthers. Pilot center fielder Micah Green hits a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 10th with 2 outs to give the Pilots a 7-4 victory. The Gold Panthers are now 1-2 in the round-robin ABL tourney and will face the winless Chinooks tomorrow at 3 p.m. The American Legion State Tournament champions could be decided today. South Post 4 and Chugiak Post 33, the top teams in the tournament, faced off. South came in not giving up a run in 19 innings, while Chugiak outscored opponents 26-6. But South won 7-4. The Wolverines trailed 2-1 going into the 4th, but put a 6th spot in the bottom of the 4th to gain control. Chugiak was undefeated coming in, so South has to win one more game in order to win the American Legion title. The champion will represent Alaska at the Northwest Region 7 tournament in Eugene, Oregon, starting August 8th. The runner-up will play in the NW Kart tournament in Wheatland, Wyoming on August 9th. Now, remember when you were a kid and did something wrong and your parents said, "Tell me the truth and you won't get in trouble," but you knew you were going to get punished anyway? That's almost like the fiasco in New York with Major League Baseball, the Yankees, and Alex Rodriguez. The league is almost ready to come down with the decision on punishment for A-Rod and his alleged use of performance-enhancing drugs, possibly as soon as this week. A-Rod is expected to be in New York tomorrow. Kurt Gregory has the latest.
Baseball superstar Alex Rodriguez has a choice from Major League Baseball. Strike a deal for a long-term suspension, or they will ban him from the sport for life.
The general sense is that, it would be a very good time to retire, take the ban and go.
The 38-year-old Yankee will learn his fate sometime this week. Rodriguez has vowed to appeal any decision by Major League Baseball, reportedly to save the remainder of his contract, $114 million over 5 years. The suspension and possible lifetime ban stems from an investigation into the now closed Biogenesis clinic that supplied players with performance-enhancing drugs. A-Rod has admitted to using steroids in the past, but insists he has not used any PEDs since. The New York Daily News reports that baseball's internal investigation turned up emails, text messages, and evidence that Rodriguez interfered with the investigation.
He has put himself into this situation. Everybody's closing in on him. I don't know if he can get out of this time.
One of the most famous men to don the Yankee pinstripes has hit 647 home runs in 19 seasons, but hasn't played a game all year and is expected to make about $28 million this season. Kurt Gregory, NBC News.
And finally tonight, a time for reflection. One of the pillars in local sports media is putting the pen down. Bob Ely, sports editor of the Fairbanks Daily News Miner, will leave the paper for good tomorrow at midnight after his last night shift. In his last column today, Ely said he will still be in Fairbanks after retiring from the News Miner this weekend. Retiring after 33 years of sports writing, Ely said his philosophy was that he worked for the readers and the players he covered. He said he looks forward to being a fan again, participate in the Alaska International Senior Games, and possibly run the Equinox Marathon. Ely also wrote he will enjoy his garden and still carry on his tradition in May with his infamous Bob O.Q. You can catch Bob at the Big I on August 9th at 5 p.m. for his celebration as well. And a last note, you can sign up for the 2014 Yukon Quest this Saturday at the Yukon Quest office in downtown Fairbanks from 2 to 4 and the White Horse office from 3 to 5. You can get an entry packet at the Yukon Quest website or in person at the offices. The 2014 purse is now $115,000. And that'll do it for sports tonight. Thanks for rocking with me for a little while. For more KTF sports, just go to Twitter, YouTube, webster11.com. You can also get our app. Stay cool, Alaska. Mike Schultz has your full weather forecast coming up next, and we'll catch you next time.